Our next speaker, you might have seen her when she's told Congress, if you pass these laws, I will not comply. She's a former police officer, a three-gun monster. Her name is Diana Muller. She runs the Washington, D.C. project. And Diana, take it.
Me, but if you aren't familiar with who I am, my background is a police officer with Tulsa Police Department for 22 years. I retired 5 years ago. Yes, I do know sticks. Does anybody watch Live PD?
Yay, Tulsa!
Yay, Tulsa! I retired to focus on being a professional shooter and a brand ambassador. So that's kind of what I do, but about 4 years ago, it was put on my heart to start this D.C. project. 50 women, one from every state, going to Washington, D.C. to meet our legislators as gun owners and Second Amendment supporters. It's a nonpartisan educational effort. The Second Amendment is a constitutional issue. It is not a partisan issue. Good job, good job. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to go first, because we have a rally at the DC Project every year. We have a very small rally, but what I've figured out of people that are more conservative in nature is that we don't know how to make a scene. Okay? So he did it pretty good, but I'm going to go over some rally rules that you guys can use the rest of the day and make sure that we have a successful, effective rally, okay? First of all was making noise, and you guys did a pretty good job, okay? But I don't want any golf claps. This is us. This is golf clapping. No golf clapping. I want you to yell when all these speakers are behind me. They're gonna say something, and then at the very end, they're gonna get very loud, and then they're gonna pause. And that's when you go crazy, like somebody just won the World Series! Go Nats! We got any Nats fans here, maybe? All right, the second one is a little bit more difficult for us. The second one is chanting. Chanting is way out of our comfort zone, but we're going to practice it real quick, okay? So I really didn't know what chant to do, but I think I'm going to go with I will, and then you say, I'm gonna break it into you guys so it's more like a cheer, and then you can go on to chanting later, okay? So I'm gonna say, I will. You guys say, that was super weak. One more time. I will. Oh, that sounded really good, so let's do it again. I will. Oh, that's so cool. All right. I did have a message. What I wanted to tell you guys, what we can do as a community. After I testified, first of all, let me tell you that it was a tremendous honor to represent all of your voices on Capitol Hill. I felt the magnitude of the responsibility. Very honored, very honored. But I wanted them to know that the firearms industry is # doing something. Doing something! Yay! So I told them about projects like Project Child Safe, about the Kid Safe Foundation that yesterday I found out was going to be in all the Cabela's and Bass Pro stores. Woo! Those are teaching our kids how to be safe with firearms. We also told them about Walk the Talk America, which is a suicide prevention program. We also talked about School Shield, or I did, they didn't, they listened, I guess. School Shield and Faster Saves Lives. These are our school security programs. These are programs that the firearms industry is doing something. When these people cry to Congress to do something, they really mean what they want to do. Congress is doing something. They are doing something, and the firearms industry is doing something. You guys are quick studies. All right, so the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is how's I doing on time? You're short. Okay, education. I had after I testified, I had a conversation with a family member, and they said, well, I really don't mind extended background checks. And I said, okay, this is the problem I have with extended background checks. I went over red flag laws. I went over universal background checks and gun-free zones. So how have an answer. I didn't say I will not comply because I was being rude or disrespectful. I said I will not comply because it's an unconstitutional law, okay? So one more time, I will not comply! All right, I'm done.
Diana Muller, ladies and gentlemen.